well. I mean, no one seemed to like that, and now we don't know what's going. So he said, like, we want to get it right. So I say take your time, take another year, 2 years, 3 months. I'd like it back, but yeah, I don't think we need another show that's just going to be mediocre at this point.
I agree. It all comes down to the casting.
It all comes down to the casting. I mean, look at Salt Lake. Did we think we would love Salt Lake like this?
No,
But
but we do.
we do. We
We
do.
do. But something else I just want to say about Andy is for those of you who did not follow the Howard Stern storyline all summer, was he coming back? Was he not coming back? Was Sirius going to pay? Was Sirius not going to pay? It was everywhere. And the day that he was supposed to be coming back, they pushed it a day. And on that day, they actually had Andy open the show and say, I can't believe this is happening to me. It's all gone on so fast. This is crazy. I know it seems sort of rough and disorganized. And then it turned out that it was a giant prank that Andy was in on, and Howard came back and took over the show. I love that Andy was part of it. People are really not happy with the whole thing and saying how they were doing it as a publicity stunt. Really? No kidding. But I love that Andy bought in and went deep on it.
I have to say, I was panicked. I mean, look, do I listen to Howard Stern now? I don't. Did I growing up? 100%. Do I love Howard Stern and think he's like just everything? I'm a huge Howard Stern fan. So I was just sitting there, not that it's really going to affect my daily life, but I'm like, this is horrible. Like, what is this? And if you really think about it, like, how, why? Like, now that we know it's a prank, you're like, but I did believe it. You're like, how would this ever work? Like, this is not career suicide, but it's such a no-win situation for Andy, who doesn't need this. I mean, Howard Stern, because then he also said, "Oh, we have another guest coming today, Patty LaPone," and I'm like, this is
Oh, that
just
was hilarious. That was hilarious because Howard would never have Patty LaPone on. He could
right.
not have gone gayer, theater, nerd on that. And that for me was genius.
Yeah, and you're like, there's no Howard Stern. You are going to be crucified for this. Like you just lost. But he's like, oh, Patty is really outspoken. She
Oh,
is. So
yeah.
you're like, okay, maybe I get why you're having her, but you really believed it. And then when Howard came back, he's like, everything that you heard is false about everything. And the most annoying thing was that people were texting me and they just wanted to know what was going on. He's like, it's all false. He's like, everything's fine, which who knows what the real truth is. But it was a good prank. I mean, didn't you believe it?
I was very much on the fence. I knew, but again, we're insiders, that something didn't gel. But also, this is pure on a completely different level of Howard making fun of the tabloids and the internet and the fake news and all these things. And Howard's so smart. I love on the sort of satirical level that he went, you guys are idiots. That you are believing this is ridiculous. And I think it was such a wake up call on a lot of ways, pointing out our own absurdity of what we read.
Yeah. It didn't seem right, but I believed it. But I
Now,
mean, I was
remember,
also,
Sirius didn't say anything, and Howard didn't say anything. And I love that
yeah.
Sirius went along with it. That's even better. You know, my mom loved extensive practical jokes. Like she would plan them months in advance. So for me, I'm like, oh, this is so great that they planned this out so long. Did it maybe go too far? Yes. Did I love even the last bit where they like pushed it one more day? Like I loved that. And they were all sitting there laughing.
Yes, and you think about it, if anyone were going to take over for Howard, like there's all those rumors that it was going to be Alex Cooper from Call Her Daddy, and like you're like Andy does make logical sense. So like it was believable. And like Andy loves Howard and like they've known each other. Like it just made so much sense. Yeah.
But again, Howard pointing out the absurdity of what goes on in this world in hindsight is going to make us all look at him and go, genius.
Genius. I mean, and it was almost like saying like I'm above all this fray. You know, he even said when he came back, like, I want Alex Cooper to do well. I want everyone on Sirius to do well. The more, a viewer comes to any show on this network, it's great for me. And, he said it's hard to have even one listener. So I give credit to everyone that has a following. So it's just Howard being a total genius.
As always, I love it.
I
Um,
loved it
I
too.
loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. I'm gonna go back now to one of our favorite topics, that is Real Housewives adjacent.
Let's do it.
Denise Richards. What is going on? Just when you think it's safe to like, okay, we can move on from this story, it just throws something else at you.
It gets crazier. So, Aaron has been saying that it was a hoarder house and she kept it a certain way. I mean, he invited entertainment tonight in. I'm sure they were all too excited to show up with cameras. And they went through the house and it's being called this house of horrors. And he's like, Denise, and they also rent this house. So, like, Denise moved out. Him and his parents and brother have been living there. She hasn't been living there, but he said, here's where we live downstairs. I'm not allowed to touch the upstairs because, we're getting a divorce now. And I guess there is a temporary restraining order. And like upstairs is where he showed just like, yeah, house of horrors. There was so much hoarding, clothes everywhere. There were 15 dogs, maybe 14, but 14 or 15 dogs. The carpeting was damaged. There was like dog shit everywhere. And he's like, this is what I lived with. And everything she says to you guys is actual bullshit. And he's name dropping Charlie Sheen a lot. And everything she's doing is lies in the media, the same way she did with Charlie. So you're just like, and he's saying the black eye was makeup and it will all come out. And I've been living in hell. That's what he
Well,
says.
because she's been, which I found very interesting, is Denise, has been all over Charlie's press tour.
She has. She went to the premiere. She's in the documentary. She was really open and vulnerable in the documentary. She has since gone and picked up the 15 dogs with her father, and I don't know where they are. I don't know if they're with her or if they are put
Well, you realize
somewhere.
that for 15 dogs, technically you're supposed to have a kennel license, which I doubt she had. And with the dog shit everywhere, it's like that was Britney Spears. That was her thing. Denise has now stepped into, no pun intended, Britney Spears stuff, because always in the back of the Britney Spears videos, you see piles of dog shit. But who has 15 or 14 dogs? I mean, it's just like, ew. Like, I'm an animal person. That is a lot of dogs. I mean, I'm guessing she didn't clean up the lawn either. The fact that they're not housebroken, like, this is the shit that freaks me out.
I mean, remember you joke about my New York apartment where I am, and you joke that you can't sit on the couch, even though you could sit on the couch, Melissa.
Only
I
select people can sit on the couch and you can't wear shoes, right?
You cannot wear shoes.